Now to the most important part of every program. Today's guest is no stranger to the show. Welcome back, Hilda Thomason.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on your show.
Hilda is the general, for those that don't know, Hilda is the general manager at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. How long have you been at the fairgrounds now?
I've been working at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds for 43 years.
43 years. Wow. You started out of the crib?
I was really young. I started when I was 25 years old.
All right. Now, I think most folks think just about the fair when they think about the fairgrounds, but y'all are a whole lot more. Tell me about the campground over there.
Well, we do have a lot to offer there at the fairgrounds. We have 217 campsites there on the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, surrounded by Lake Chautauqua. It's a beautiful setting there. We have full hookups on the side where the music hall's at. That's Area 2 campground. And then across the highway, we have Area 1, and we have water and electric over there. We don't have sewer on the campsites, but we do have a dump station over there. And all of the campsites have bathhouses with hot showers, and then we have a children's playground. We have a boat launching ramp for people to launch their boats, and pavilions. If you want to rent out the pavilion, we have that as well for people to come and have reunions or birthday parties or whatever. So we have a lot to offer there in our beautiful campground.
Speaking of beautiful, Hamilton Gardens.
Yes, absolutely. That's one of the most beautiful places you could ever go. It is so peaceful up there, and it's absolutely gorgeous along the lake to go up there and take a nice walk along the nature trails, and especially when it's in bloom. And that's going to be happening here real soon. Our Rhododendron Festival's coming up, and our Acoustic Sunset concert series will be starting up there. And there's no prettier place and no more peaceful than that. So.
And it's on the banks of Lake Chautauqua also.
Yes, it is. You can walk right down to the lake there along the trails and just enjoy the beauty. Take your camera and make lots of pictures. And we're starting to have a lot of weddings up there at the Hamilton Gardens at the Pavilion. We're having a lot of people asking and inquiring about that. We are set up to do that now. And we can also, during the Acoustic Sunset, we've got a lot of food trucks up there and crafts and vendors set up. And the entertainment is amazing up there. We have a little stage where we have the entertainment going on, and every Thursday night you can go up there and just really enjoy that and relax and see the sunset and just have a really fun time with all your friends.
And folks, it is a gentle loop. A lot of places you walk here in the mountains are steep or you got to be fit. This is very gentle.
It is gentle. And another thing that we're doing is we're selling plants up there, too. We're just getting ready to get those in. So you can buy rhododendrons, azaleas, bedding plants, hanging basket, ferns. We got lots to sell up there. So
I noticed, I cheated and Facebooked y'all. You have over 400 varieties of rhododendron.
That's true. When we first started there, of course, we moved Mr. Hamilton's garden that he had rhododendrons. He's no longer able to take care of, and he donated those to the fairgrounds. We moved all of that over there to the fairgrounds. But then after that, I think that started in 1983 is when we started doing that. But after that, over the years, we've added a lot of plants as well. So it's really something to see. It's just beautiful up there.
All right. What I think most folks know y'all for is the fair. I saw the 73rd annual Georgia Mountain, 73 years.
Yes, that's correct. 73 years. Can you believe that? We started our first fair in 1950, and the only fair that we've never been able to have was in 2020 when we had COVID. You know, we didn't get to have the fair. But 73 years we're celebrating this year. That's been a long time.
I would guess a lot has changed. For folks that perhaps have never been to the fair, it's more than carnival rides, which is they've got a ton of carnival rides if you want to ride them. But what else does the fair offer?
We do have a lot to offer. We have the arts and craft booths. There's 68 arts and crafts with handmade arts and crafts. We have the Pioneer Village with authentic mountain demonstrations like the soap and hominy making and the board splitting and the quilting and basket making and apple cider making. And then we also have down in the exhibit hall, Jerry Taylor and Jeff King has really done an amazing job down there in the last year or so, remodeling the building and doing a lot of upgrades. And we have got a beautiful organ display down there. We have 3 rooms of the organs dated back to the 1800s.
Oh, wow.
It's a huge collection. And all the antique farm equipment now has been updated and graded. They've gone in and put the QR codes on all that and just really cleaned it up and done a nice job. And then we've tore out all the booths that was there in the exhibit hall, and we're now doing different things with those that space, you know. And if you haven't been in a long time, you just need to go and see what's happened down there. They've really done a nice job. And then we have the Hiwassee Garden Club has their annual flower show there. It's a state judged flower show each year. That's right across from the exhibit hall. And then we have a lot of ground entertainment. We have 2 or 3 stages where we have musicians playing throughout while the fair's going on, so you can go through and sit down and listen to the music and have your lunch or whatever. And then, of course, in the music hall, we have these national acts that come in. We have country music, bluegrass, gospel, you name it, we've got it going on. Plus, like you said, the carnival. It's a huge carnival as well.
She left out the most important part. That's the carnival food.
The carnival food, yes. Got to get your candy apple, right?
Or
No.
an elephant ear or just anything. I love carnival food.
I know, a lot of people do, and it is fun. I mean, to do that, I really enjoy it myself. Even, as a kid, you remember it, and you still like it. So it's fun. You see it once a year, and you enjoy going down there and doing that. But, yes, we do have a lot to offer there, and it's a very reasonable price to come and enjoy. Under 12, it's free to get into the fair, and a $7 admission just to go to the fair if you want to. Now, the shows are extra, and we are doing something new this year. We're doing reserve seats on our concerts that we're having. We're
wow.
bringing in bigger talent. So we have some great entertainment, and we're getting ready to get our brochures printed. So we'll have all that out, and it'll be on our website here right away and everything updated. So,
Well, tell us a little about yourself. Where are you from? How'd you get started at Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds?
well, I'm from Towns County. I was born and raised here, and I started to work for the Georgia Mountain Fair when I was 25 years old, just as the secretary. Then I moved on up as the office manager, and then in 1995, I took over as the general manager. So it's been a lifetime job, really. I've worked there, for 43 years, and have enjoyed every minute of it. It's a lot of work. I've really worked hard to make all these things happen and grow it like it's been grown. Because when I started there, we had a fair in August, and we had 2 weekends in the fall festival, and had 1 weekend in May, and that's all we had. I mean, we had the campground, but we had no concerts, no wine festivals, car shows, beer festivals, or anything like that. So, or egg festivals. We've really grown and made a lot of things happen.
Knowing what you know now after 43 years, if you could go back to yourself at the start, when you were 25, what would you tell yourself?
Oh, I don't know.
Run far, run fast. No.
I have really, truly enjoyed my job. It's been a pleasure to work there, and I really enjoy people. And if you don't like people and don't want to socialize and be with people, then you don't need that kind of job, because you do meet thousands and thousands of people. And I have made some lasting friendships with a lot of people over the years, and just thoroughly enjoyed it. And I say every day I go to work, it's one big party, because you're always entertaining people,
Sure.
So there's nothing to be sad about it. It makes you happy, and you like to see the people come and enjoy themselves and go away with smiles on their faces and tell their families and their friends, and they bring them, and it just keeps snowballing. So it's really fun.
It does sound like a fun job.
It
I've got to
is.
admit.
It really
if you're
is.
a people person, you clearly are.
Yes, you got to enjoy tourism and being with people and socializing, and lots of energy to do it all.
Folks, today's guest is Hilda Thomason, General Manager of the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. What have we missed? What did we miss in January?
Well, we had Chris Jansen in January, which was an awesome show. He absolutely was wonderful. And then, of course, in February, we just had Corey Smith. And then last past weekend, we had Aaron Lewis in concert.
And I had tickets, and I even plugged that show a week or two ago because I love him. And I got a cold and couldn't go. And one of my agents texted me the morning, how are you feeling? And I thought, you dirtbag, I know exactly why you're texting me. And then he was like, I said, I'm still sick. Well, your tickets. He had a great time.
Well, you sure missed a good show. And hopefully we'll have him back next year. We're already working on that. So hopefully he'll come back.
I like him a lot.
Yes.
All right. So get your pen and pencil out, folks, and your calendar. What have we got left in March?
Well, we have a show coming up March the 23rd. It's the front men of country music. It's Richie McDonald, Larry Stewart, and Tim Rushlow. And they're all the lead singers of Little Texas, Lone Star, and forgot the other group right this second. But anyway, it's a great show, and it'll be real high energy. You're going to have to come out and see that show. March the 23rd. Tickets are available. And then going into April, we have some nice things. Well, one thing in March that we need to mention is the pancake breakfast that we're doing. The Lions Club is sponsoring that, and that's going to be on March the 23rd, the morning of this concert.
And if you don't have tickets, you can stop by Century 21. We're selling tickets. One of my agents
It's got the tickets for sale. Well,
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be up at Hamilton Gardens, and if it rains and it's cold or whatever, then we'll move it in the lobby of the music hall. So we'll definitely have it. And it's pancakes, sausage, and your orange juice, coffee, whatever. And it's a fundraiser for the Hamilton Gardens. We're going to do a project up there where we can label all the plants in the gardens, and you'll have a
nice.
QR code on it, and you can just go through there and take your phone and scan it or whatever. But that's something that's needed up there because a
That's
lot of
cool.
the names have been misplaced off of the plants. So it's a project we're trying to raise some money to do. So hopefully that'll come together. And then in April we have the April the 19th and 20th we have the Georgia Mountain Fair yard sale. This is a big event at the fairgrounds that we have every year. It's unbelievable how many people come out for a yard sale. They're lined up to the highway trying to get in. I'm just amazed at it.
Well, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
That's true. I agree. And then we have Dustin Lynch coming in April. He'll be here April the 20th. Those tickets are on sale as well. And then in April is the Memory Lane Classic Car Show. And this is a car show that we've been having. I think this is the 4th year for the car show, and it's really been a big hit for us. And we've been continuing to grow it every year. And we also have 38 Special in concert that night as well. And if you want to come out and enjoy the car show, we've got entertainment on the grounds at all the stages. And we'll have the DJ there as well, but there'll be live entertainment. We'll have vendors set up. Just a really fun day to come out and see the old cars and enjoy what we have to offer. And then, of course, I said 38 Special will be that night, and it's almost sold out. I mean, it's getting close, so be sure and come see that. And something new that we're doing this year is the concerts in Eller Holler. This is going to be a spring acoustic sunset concert series
Nice.
down there. And we're also doing the welcome party for the car show down there that night on Thursday night, which is April the 25th, I believe it is. It's on Thursday night. You can buy a table if you want a table of 6 for $225, and that's your food and your drinks. And we'll have a full band down there performing, and all the old cars will be sitting around the stage, and you can bring your lawn chairs, or we'll have seating. We're setting up tables and all. But it's really a fun thing to do, and if it
Sounds
gets
nice.
yeah,
Very
it's
nice.
so relaxing down there. We've done a bunch of work in that area. We've cleaned off, and you can see the lake and the mountains, and it's just so peaceful down there. We've got to have the water wheel turning, so come out and enjoy that. Get you a table. If you don't want a table and you just want to come, it's $10 to get in just to hear the music. Or if you want to eat, then we got a price like individual prices as well for
Do you
the
know
food.
what food you're having yet? I'm all
We
about
do.
food.
Happy Hog is going to cater it for
Very
us.
nice. Very
and
good.
they'll be there with their food truck, and they've done it every year for us, and they do an outstanding job. So their food is really
They're
good.
a great asset to our community. They just were the sponsor of one of the dinners at the Young Harris College basketball games.
Yes,
Give
they
them
do.
a shout
Kelly's
out.
wonderful to work with too. I really enjoy working with him. And the acoustic sunset will be, like I said, the spring series down there, and it starts that night on Thursday night, and it'll be for 4 weeks down there. And it closes on May the 23rd. So every Thursday night you can go down there to the Eller Holler and get you a seat, or bring a seat, or whatever you want to do, and listen to all the bands. And like I said, each Thursday night will be a full band. So make plans to come out and enjoy that, because it's really fun. It's then we'll move up to the Hamilton Gardens, in the summer and the fall with the acoustic sunsets. But both places are beautiful. We really think we got a lot to offer. And then we'll have the BMW Motorcycle Rally. That's coming in May the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And the Hiwassee Highlands Wine Festival will be the following weekend, which is May the 11th. That's Mother's Day weekend. We'll have about 30 wineries that will be here from North Georgia that will set up in the booths down there, and it's unlimited tasting. You purchase your ticket, and you can go in and taste all the wines from all the vineyards, or if you want to buy some from them, you can do that as well. And we'll have vendors set up. We have entertainment at the Hootenanny stage down there. We've got all kinds of entertainment lined up. It's just absolutely a wonderful event. So make plans to do that. And then that night, you need to stay over if you're from out of town and see Dina Carter in the music hall that night. We've got Dina Carter will be performing at 7 p.m. She's the lady that sings that Strawberry Wine. That was one of her hits, and we thought that would be a great combination to have a wine festival and have Dina Carter there. So we've already sold several tickets on that show, so get your tickets and Come out and enjoy Dina Carter, and bring your mothers. I mean, come out and make a weekend of it with your family. And then the Georgia Mountain Fire and Smoke Cooking Festival. That's coming up May the 18th. This is something similar to what we had when we had the Big Green Egg Festival
Right.
there. We had that for 10 years, the Georgia Mountain Egg Fest, and we have not had it in the last 3 years. And the reason we haven't had it is because we hadn't been able to get the Big Green Egg to give us a discount on the eggs like we did when we
Right.
sold them to all the people, and it just didn't work out for them, so we couldn't continue it. But we've done some other things, and we're going to be having the Traegers. We'll have Blackstones. We got like 35 green eggs, and we have like 35 Primos, and we have 125 cooks lined up to come in and cook on that. And it's kind of the same cooks that we've had in the past for the Big Green Egg Festival, so they know what they're doing, and they come from all over the United States. It's like a cult when they come there, and they're all friends, and they just have the biggest time, the biggest party. And then we'll have the welcome party for that down in the exhibit hall, and that's open to anybody that would like to come, and that'll be on Thursday night, the welcome party, and everybody just brings a side dish, and then the guys get together and they cook all the meat and the
Hilda, we've got about 2 minutes.
Okay.
You got half a year. Let's rock.
Okay, got 2 rodeos coming up. 2 rodeos, Memorial Day weekend and Labor Day weekend. We're seeking sponsorship for that. We have the Happy Together tour coming, How I See Rod Run. We have the Bellamy Brothers and Gene Watson, Tommy James and the Shondells. And we also have the American Pop, Guess Who, Crowder. We have Emmylou Harris coming. We just got her booked. She's going to be there September the 14th.
Oh, nice. I didn't see that.
And
Very
then
good.
we have Daily Events and American Made Festival. That's coming up in September. And we have 3 days with Ricky Skaggs, Cody Norris Band, Shenandoah, Neil McCoy, Larry, Steve, and Rudy the Gatlin brothers, and Tracy Bird. And, of course, Daily Events will play all 3 days. So that is a great festival. So get your tickets and come out and see that. Neil Diamond Tribute, Dylan Scott, Joe Nichols, the Malpas brothers, and we just got Tracy Lawrence booked with the Malpas brothers. So Nate Smith's coming, and then, of course, we have the Appalachian Brew Q and Stew Festival coming
Now,
up.
when is the Appalachian? I miss that every year. I have a class I attend every year, and I miss it.
It's going to be on October the 26th.
October the
Last
26th.
Saturday in October. And then, of course, the Christmas light show will start Thanksgiving weekend, and that'll go through Christmas.
And
so.
you've got Dylan Scott and Joe Nichols in October.
Yes, we do. We have a lot of shows lined up, and still working on a lot of shows. We just today was talking to my promoter about trying to get Clay Walker in there for a show. So we have a lot of offers in. We have an offer in on Josh Turner. We have offers.
Long Black Train.
Marshall Tucker Band. We're working on trying to get him. Just a lot of different ones that we're working on, and we don't know how many of them are going to come through, but everything will be on our website, GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com. Or you can give us a call there at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds at 706-896-4191 if you need information.
Folks, as always, we appreciate you tuning in. We've got a great calendar of events this year at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. I hope to see you at the fairgrounds. I go whenever possible. Thank you for listening.